that.
Welcome to Haunted Hub, the podcast that delves into the darkest corners of the supernatural. I'm Pharos, your guide through the realms of the unexplained. Today, brace yourselves for a spine-chilling journey as our guests, Sandra and Janet, unveil mysterious tales from various haunted locations. Sandra and Janet, thank you for joining us. Whenever you're ready, please begin.
Thank you for having us. I'll start with my encounter, if that's all right.
Yes, please go ahead.
It happened 2 years ago in Phuket. I was there for a conference with my boss and his wife. While they shared a room, I had my own. On the first day, as I walked to the conference hall, I passed a tall, white teenage boy in a black shirt. I thought little of it, assuming he was attending with his family. After the conference ended, I made my way back to my room, and to my surprise, I passed the same boy in the hallway again. Just like before, he tried to move aside to give me space to pass. It struck me as odd, but I didn't dwell on it too much at the time. So in the room, the maid would leave 2 towels on the bed each day. After I came back to my room and took a shower, I tossed the towel on the bed and go chat with my boss about work for a bit. When I returned, I was surprised to find the towel neatly folded as if it had never been touched. I couldn't believe how fast and tidy the maid was.
That's an unusual level of efficiency. Must have been quite the service. What happened next?
Yes, but there is more to that. The next day on the way to the conference, I saw the same boy again. He walked past me and politely moved aside, just like before. I didn't think much of it, assuming his family must be staying on the same floor as me. When I returned to my room later that day, I changed into my swimwear and headed to the pool. After a refreshing swim, I grabbed one towel and went inside the bathroom to take a shower. To my surprise, when I came out from the bathroom, I found a fresh towel already waiting for me. The maid had been incredibly efficient again. After using the towel, I tossed it onto the bed without much thought. Grabbing my laptop, I headed to my boss's room to discuss work. When I returned to my room later, I was surprised to find the towel I'd left on the bed was gone. Confused, I went to check the bathroom, only to find a foreign boy standing there, folding my towel. Shocked and startled, I couldn't believe my eyes.
That's truly unsettling. What did you do when you saw him?
Ran to my boss's room to ask for help. I told my boss and his wife about what happened.
That sounds terrifying. What did your boss say?
He came with me to check my room. Inside, we saw the boy folding the towel in the bathroom. It scared us, so we quickly went back to his room, feeling really scared and confused. Later, we decided to ask the hotel staff to check the security cameras, but they didn't show anyone entering my room. We also looked at the cameras in the hallway, the time that I walked to the conference, but they only showed me walking alone. We were really scared. My boss and his wife said I should sleep in their room that night. They didn't want me to be alone after what happened.
Yes, that would be safer for you.
So where did you decide to sleep that night?
I wanted to be considerate, so I went back to my room to sleep alone. However, I couldn't close my eyes, the fear lingering. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore, so I went to my boss's room. I knocked and tearfully asked if I could sleep with them, unable to bear the fear on my own.
That sounds incredibly unsettling. What did your boss and his wife say?
They welcomed me into their room without hesitation, understanding the gravity of the situation.
Did you find out why the spirit showed up in your room?
The next day, we learned that the area had been hit by a tsunami in 2004, and many foreigners had lost their lives in the tragedy.
It's truly a chilling tale, Sandra. Thank you for sharing such a personal and spine-tingling experience in Phuket with us. Now, moving on to Janet, what story do you have to share with us today?
Yes, Janet, we're all eager to hear your story. Don't hold back, spill the details.
Thanks. This story begins on March 18, 1995, with a tragic incident involving a police officer. He was found shot and killed in his police car, just a short distance from his home. The community was deeply affected, and the impact of this devastating event is still felt today. 13 years after the officer's passing, my family moved into a home that held a connection to his past. It was there that I formed an unexpected bond with a spirit named Gary. Gary was my childhood friend, but not in the way you might expect. He was the spirit of that police officer who once lived in our home. I would often speak to him, completely unaware of his true identity. One day, my mom overheard me talking to Gary. She asked about him, and I described Gary in detail, his blue shirt, mustache, and badge. It sent chills down her spine because Gary matched that police officer perfectly.
That's truly remarkable, Janet. What was it like having Gary as a friend?
Despite the tragic circumstances, Gary always made me feel safe. His presence brought comfort during uncertain times, and I cherish the memories we shared. Gary's daughter was just 1 year older than me when he passed away. They say children are more receptive to spirits, and in Gary's case, it was true. He'll always hold a special place in my heart, a reminder that love transcends the boundaries of life and death.
Thank you for sharing your bittersweet story, Janet. I believe you have him to protect you in your future too.
Thank you for sharing such a poignant story, Janet. Gary's presence in your life is a testament to the enduring power of love and connection. As we come to the close of today's episode, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our guests, Janet and Sandra, for sharing their captivating and deeply personal stories with us. Janet's account of her extraordinary connection with Gary serves as a poignant reminder of the enduring power of love, while Sandra's encounter with the supernatural in Phuket leaves us with more questions than answers about the mysteries of the unknown. Join us next time as we continue to explore the realms of the unexplained and delve into the stories that remind us of the boundless wonders and mysteries that surround us. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, sometimes, the most extraordinary tales are the ones closest to home.